guys, it is Kate's Corner. Specifically, this is Sid Starwind on the PlayStation Network. That is definitely my name if you want to look it up. Check out my trophies, whatever. I know everybody else has pretty much done this, but we're going to do a Fallout 4 survival difficulty playthrough. And like most people like to do, we do have a couple mods here and there. They're not really the game-breaking ones per se. There was a few that I guess you could say are cheating, but I'll explain them and we'll actually let you know what's gonna go happening. I started from the very beginning. It's probably about, trying to make the videos all about the same. Hopefully once, maybe more than that a week. But
war never changes.
We're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight, hun.
You think?
Absolutely. Now
Oh yeah.
Get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
We already know you're gonna die anyways. And of course I may throw in spoilers here and there based on, most people by now have played this game. It's been out for a while. But while we're going through and fixing all this stuff up, the mods we do have is, the first one is the Sanctuary Hot Springs. We're actually going to go by there pretty quick in the game. Get that one. Just because it's really easy to get and pretty good DLC. Seeing as how you get technically an inside workshop and outside workshop, armor. You can go there and get away from all the annoying people. Because I don't know about you, but Marcy and June, all of them are just sad and depressing. We can leave Sanctuary to do what its thing. But the other one we got is the, what was it? No, the ability to autosave in survival. And yes, I know people are going to say, well, that's pretty much like cheating. No, because we're going to set a rule. You can't just autosave whenever you want.
Really working for me.
And it also actually lets you just, it forces the game to also let you hard save. But, like I've said before, we're going to make it to where there's a rule. We're only going to autosave before we go into a building, cave, whatever we're going to do. And we cannot save inside. So if we die, we'll have to still revert back to the beginning of the level, whatever we're doing. Instead of, taking out an enemy, ducking, autosave, take out an enemy, duck and autosave. No, we're not going to do that. We have to survive the whole entirety of the entire whatever we're in. Like I said, for example, you're in Fallon's department store. You can save before you go in.
My turn, big
That's
guy.
I'm pretty sure she does want it to. Yeah. And I may not add commentary every second in here. I may, let them actually say some things just so I can comment on their stuff. But that is a specific rule. We did decide that. We also have the other means of fast travel, which is the ability to use the vertibird beginning of the game. Basically, the story behind that is it gives you a holotape that you can pick up, and when you play it, it makes the Brotherhood of Steel option to ride the vertibird available to you, which does make sense because your husband was in the armed forces. It doesn't really say which branch. I believe it maybe army, whatever. But because of that, they gave him this holotape. Basically, he can use it, to acquire the vertibird services in his area. So, one of those concepts. What if he moves all the way from the Commonwealth? What if he moved to Vegas? Now he can pop that in, run it on the computer, because, he doesn't really have a Pip-Boy, but run it on his computer and be like, oh, hey, the people around here, it sends out a signal there, and adds a location for them to pick up somebody. Yes, it is called the taxi service, but you still have to supply the grenades.
I swear.
What it does is it actually adds the ability to make them in the chemistry station, but it does require you to actually use resources. I know it takes oil, ammo, and something else. You do get experience for making them. That's another good thing. If you want, because on survival, your experience is crazy. And by going back and looking earlier, I also did notice that it wasn't in survival until I got back to Sanctuary, so it wasn't in there in the vault. I thought it was before I made the video, but when I went back and looked and saw I was only getting a little bit of experience, I realized that It definitely was not. But hopefully you guys won't, be completely too upset with that with me. I mean,
You look as good as the day we
I know
met.
some people would say I should start over, but I pretty much made it out of the vault pretty easy. I mean, I did panic a couple of times, so I mean, but it's just one of those things. It's whatever.
Knows, right?
And yes, we're gonna be playing through as her instead of Nate. We're gonna let him take Sean and let him be the one that gets shot. Just because when you look through the perks, that Black Widow one, which actually should be one of the ones I should get pretty quick, is so much helpful because to me it seems like there's more male NPCs, and all that does is easier dialogue with them. You do more damage, and once you pump all 3 points in there, you you already do an exceedingly amount of damage in survival, but dialogue and experience is also helpful, especially when you're trying to convince someone to do this or do that. It could be definitely useful. I'm still trying to look into see if putting points into certain skills is worth it in survival, because you do just take so much extremely extra damage. Because I know there's a perk that lets you raise your toughness, your resistance to damage. But you guys can leave me a comment below and let me know. I haven't tried it out on survival, so I don't know if if actually putting all 5 points in there to get that plus 50 damage resistance means anything, since you take gazillion extra damage in this version. But I think the first thing I started off with was local leader, just because since survival you really don't do a lot of moving back and forth. The ability to link your settlements and have them
You look lovely.
share food and share supplies as early as you can would actually be very helpful. That way when you get to a new settlement, it could be, I could actually unload my inventory of all the junk into their workshop, into the new place, and then be like, okay, hey, I want you, one of you, you're going to travel to this last place I was just at. Now you're going to share supplies and food. Now it won't be so bad. And I can unload it. I don't have to worry about carrying a bunch of junk. So, and also I can share whatever resources they have, and we can build this place up a little bit. Maybe plant some potatoes or some razor corn. Excuse me, sorry. Which definitely, I'm also probably going to throw out some videos of just me building a settlements once I get enough inventories and stuff set up, because I do know that the carry weight in survival is drastically low. I think mine was like 100 something pounds. It was just insane. But I'm supposed to make it realistic. I do know at one point I was trying to carry a bunch of stuff to test it out, and I think it's like every roughly 4 or 5 seconds you take damage, but it also damages. It's not just you lose a little bit of health, whoop-de-doo. It's your legs get damaged. But when you really think about it, it makes sense, because I did it to the point where, because I was trying to drink water from a water fountain just to see if I kept
Why don't you see if breakfast is ready?
food, just to see if maybe it was one of those situations where it's like, hey, if I just heal, it doesn't matter. I can just move fast and drink water. But your legs break, so then your legs pretty much are crippled, so you're just walking really slow. Alright, we're actually moving around now, so I know it didn't look nice. I actually used the house across the street for an actual workshop in my original settlement build when I played this the first time through. Military.
I'm so proud of him.
Uh-huh. And if it does get quiet, just do know that, I'm not just slacking off. I'm not doing this. I'm actually just, like I said, I'm trying to let certain things play through and somewhat enjoy it with a little bit of commentary. I do know the other mod I haven't mentioned yet is the fast travel one. It lets you just fast travel to places you've been to. And we try to, me and
Glove's a little big now.
my kid said I should only use that in emergency, which means whenever it comes up and says the settlement needs your help,
Take care of it.
I should be like, select this town and go back and fast travel. in a sense to that way, because if not, the game would be like, they're all dead. There's supposed to be, it's supposed to be like how the fast travel in New Vegas worked on hardcore. Yes, you can fast travel, but you have to know that the game's going to calculate. You're going to get tired, you're going to get thirsty, you're going to get hungry, you're going to take the negatives. So you could arrive there and be like, you're super tired, you're extremely exhausted, you need to eat now, you're going to die. And then it still comes with a danger. They didn't just make it where it just cheats the system and moves. But we're trying to limit the use of it to.
Now sounds like someone made a sticky. I shall attend to young Shaw.
Yes, because you can hear the sound of the limit when you're in another room.
I'm glad we got Codsworth.
Yeah, you are. You don't have to listen to him for the next forever millennia after he die. Alright, a high of 52 on Monday? Man, that'd be great. Before the total atomic annihilation. Oh man, I sound like the Vault-Tec representative. Great. Why don't you come watch TV with me? No, you're just gonna stand there, read your newspaper. Maybe it's a good thing you die. So I can go flirt with every random person I decide to travel with the Commonwealth later.
Good morning. Vault-Tec calling.
I guess. You really knocked on the door, you didn't call.
Go on.
Nice to find you, ma'am. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you.
You'll be happy in 200 years when I find you all
It's a matter
not
of
dead.
utmost urgency, I assure you.
What's so important?
Why, nothing less than your entire future. If you haven't noticed, ma'am, this country has gone to heck in a handbasket. If you'll excuse my language, the big kaboom
Man,
is
they're trying to predict all sorts of stuff in
inevitable,
2077.
I'm afraid. And coming sooner than you may think, if you catch my meaning. Now, I know you're a busy woman, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being, a precious commodity. I'm
He
here
says
today
that like
to
he
tell
almost
you
knows what's going to happen
that
to him.
because of your family's service to our country, you have been pre-selected.
Yeah, see,
for
this is why the
entrance
holotape for the
into
brothers still
local
seems to work
vault.
into the story, because your husband was in the army.
111.
Ooh, 111.
But I have a family. You can fit us all, right?
Of course, of course. Miner's your robot, naturally.
Of course,
In
can't
fact,
bring the thing that
you're
probably
already
cost
cleared
me
for entrance.
who knows how much
It's
money.
just a matter of
Let
verifying
me just
some
leave him
information.
behind.
Don't want
He
there
won't
to be
care,
any
but hey.
holdups in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation. Won't take but a moment.
It's so funny, isn't it?
The apocalypse? Well, hell, sign me up.
That's the spirit. Now, let's see.
I know that you changed the name of the person you're playing, but in a sense, I wish you could change the name of everybody in the family to make it more personalized. Because I mean, Cogsworth can say your name whenever he sees you. In the original video, I play a woman named after my wife Jessie, and he happily says Miss Jessie. So you would think that you could change Nate's name or Sean's name to something, and the computer could be like, well, I'm looking for my husband. I'm looking for my son. You know, Bananas. Whatever you want to name him. I know 4 is about the average for every stat. And of course we're going to name this one Claire. But since I want local leader, I believe you have to have about 5 or 6 charisma. And to be fair, I was trying to base this around my daughter Claire, so I was trying to think of what her stats would be like compared on to the average, or higher or less. I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to be completely mean, but yes, her agility would be a little lower. Yeah, and of course, you know, like I said, you know, she's not the most agile child, but hey, not everybody is. And of course, I mean, I did lower her luck a little bit too to raise her endurance because she just seems to be the kind of person.
Wonderful.
Kind of goes with the agility, tripping over things, not being so lucky, but the endurance of where you can be like, just get up and be like, I'm okay.
Thanks again.
Hey.
And yes, it could be useful with higher endurance because you have more resistance
For you
to
and Sean,
radiation
no price is too high.
and a little extra health,
Good
which
answer.
definitely means
I
a
have my
difference here.
moments.
Because I know later on, I don't think I have the clip anymore, but I think I took like 3 shots from a bloatfly when I actually had it set to survival because I was a dummy and forgot. I want to know how you take care of a kid and change a diaper with one hand,
I'll be there in a second to help, okay?
because his other hand is a saw blade and the other one is a freaking blaster. The other thing you gotta think is
My boy
he has to be able to get so close to
trouble, is
everything without lighting everything on fire from the thrusters coming out of his bottom. And we also, other heads up is we also do have all the DLCs, so we can do like the automatron thing and build all sorts of crazy robots.
Well, most of the
And we also,
Listen,
like in the
after
last one, what I
breakfast,
did was
thinking we could head to the
we
park
went to
for a bit.
Nuka World, we
Weather's
got
a little
Nero's armor. Oh man, just not giving it legs, there's just a
put
floating
pumpkins
bottle
instead.
with
Have
arms following you.
jack-o'-lanterns.
Sir,
It's creepy.
Mom, you should come and see this.
Halloween. At least that way it kind of tells us around the time frame of when all this happened. October. They're getting ready for Halloween. Then again, I mean, some people are just always ready for Halloween because it's.
Yes.
I mean, I still got decorations hanging up, and it's August from last year.
Explosions.
Oh man.
We're trying to get confirmation.
Oh man.
We seem to have lost contact with our
did he
affiliate
say?
stations.
Oh man. You sound like the guy from the beginning of the game, buddy.
We do have coming in. That's confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations.
Oh
in
gosh. Oh man.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
My God.
Oh man, I have family there. Well,
God.
We need to get to the vault.
at least playing Fallout 3, I know there's some people that lived. Run!
Residents of Sanctuary Hills, if you are registered,
La 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 la. Man, that car looked nice.
immediately.
That's where the workshop ends up. See, vertebrates.
Hold on, little guy.
Apparently there's a mod that lets you scrap anything anywhere. It means you can even access the workbench area here and take apart these buildings.
Of Sanctuary Hills,
Oh, I can't go over the bridge?
you are registered. Evacuate.
I mean, I know it survives.
11 immediately.
Leave the bag. Who cares?
Just help me pack it up.
But what if you have valuables? We might be out in a couple of days.
All I have left.
We don't know how long radiation's gonna stay. Yeah, I mean, Vault-Tec is the greatest company in the world. They love us. They want to keep us and make it all great.
The gate to the vault is that way, man.
The gate to the vault. The gate to the vault. Run!
absurd.
Run!
I am
Not on the
Vault-Tec.
list. You don't get in.
I'm going in.
Man, you can
You
hear that
get
dude screaming down the hill.
Okay. I'm reporting this.
Excuse me.
Hey, good
Excuse
luck.
me.
Program step forward, otherwise return home.
Oh man, all these people are not gonna make it. Howdy doody.
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Yeah. Check it.
Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Well, I
Good
guess
luck,
it's
sir.
just so
Hey.
futuristic.
God help
Get
us all.
moving.
They know who
You
I
two,
am.
follow me. Come
And
on.
again, he was
What's
in the
gonna
army,
happen to
so
all those people outside
We're
the
doing
gate?
everything we can. Now keep moving.
you're full of crap. But I don't know that yet. I haven't learned that Vault-Tec is a twisted company that wants to use me for horrible experimentation.
It's on the platform in the center.
Usually, yeah, all the other vaults have, really cool doors you go into, and
All right, that's it. Send it down.
I do think, like, the fact it's neat, because it's like, oh, hey, look,
He's fine.
we're on an elevator.
We're gonna be okay.
Are we?
I
Are
love
we
you.
gonna be okay?
Oh my
I
God!
love you too. Oh man, we're dead. Light travels fastest.
Hold on.
Here it comes. Oh, we gonna die.
Oh god. Oh god.
Great, now I got dirt on my face. Oh, nope,
Did it.
we're alright. Because the elevator can survive all that and work perfectly fine.
Everyone please
Guess it's
step
got
off
some
the
kind of special
elevator and
shielding.
proceed up the stairs in
So
an
last time I
orderly
checked,
fashion.
nuclear bomb lets out a giant EMP wave.
We'll get everyone situated in
I don't
your
know if that's
new
what they were trying to
home.
symbolize with that
Vault 111.
wave going through the
A
air.
better future underground.
Man, I wish I already knew you guys were full of
Excuse me.
crap.
I can't believe it. If we left a
goddamn
minute
nuke.
later,
Oh,
we'd all be.
Don't get caught up thinking about that. You're safe now.
okay.
Everyone, just head
Yeah.
up these stairs and through the door there.
Let's live underground. It'll be great. We'll have a family and everything. We can get along. Man, look at that door. It's crazy.
Vault Tech is here for you. All new residents, please proceed in an orderly fashion. Welcome home.
That doesn't sound creepy or nothing. If I felt uneasy, that definitely made it worse.
Yeah, those are good. Female. Right
Oh, you just checking my files while I walk through, huh? I mean, that's useful.
Good.
Hey there.
See,
Oh,
I thought it was weird that everybody had the
God.
same body
Take a
build and
vault
stuff,
suit
but then
and
when I
head
saw this
down the
chick in the
hall.
pink dress, I was like, oh look, that chick is a little bigger than
Hey.
others.
We've been waiting forever.
I don't want to say she's fat, but
Yeah.
I like the option that you can have anyone look like anything in the game instead of
there. Take a suit.
whoopity-doo, everyone looks skinny. Not
One
everyone's gonna
vault
look like
suit.
that. People
Now
might
just
get
head down the
offended.
hall.
I mean, heck, the one game my chick was with
Each of you take one of
Piper
these,
and some other
your
chick.
brand new vault suits.
Oh yeah?
It's down the
Thanks.
hallway right
How
there.
come you don't have a
No.
Pip Boy what he does?
Just follow the doctor here. He'll show you where to go.
Well, I mean, there's only one direction, so
Follow me.
ain't hard to not follow.
See? This is our new home.
Yeah, we'll go with
Oh,
that.
you're gonna love it. This is one of our most advanced
bad.
facilities.
Oh yeah,
The others
advanced.
aren't great.
It's crazy.
Excuse me.
What if they didn't make it?
Lost everything.
I know this is a difficult time, but Vault
You
Tech
can even
will
see
be
the
with you
freezing
every
pods
step
over
of
there.
the way. You'll thrive here.
Did you have any family outside?
Been bringing people in here for who knows how long, just freezing.
Excuse me.
Going over all that
Move
in
along.
orientation.
We'll never see
Just a few medical
well, we
items.
don't let
we
you
have
in
to get
there,
through
though.
first.
That's already been used. Oh man.
It's a good fit, don't you think?
Just checking everyone off the list as they come in.
As well as comfortable.
Prepared for the future, right?
Oh yeah. That's what we're getting ready
Such
for.
a lovely family you have. I hope you'll see this as your new home.
Yeah, sure. I haven't seen a, I don't know, a
Just step
table,
in here and
a
put your
bed, a
vault
shower. So I mean,
It'll be
it doesn't look
okay.
like a home, looks more like a
Mommy's
science
right here.
experiment.
See?
Who's my little guy, huh? I'm not going far. I'll just be over there.
There she is, see? Mommy's not going far. All set? Just step inside and put on your vault suit.
Let me just change right here in front of everybody. Hey, who cares? No privacy.
The pod will decontaminate and depressurize you before we head deeper in the vault. Just relax.
Time for a whole new life.
Resident secure.
Yeah,
Occupant vitals.
decontaminate and depressurize. That would make sense. All the radiation, you don't want to bring it with you. Pass it on. Just seems to be a lot of pods, but I guess in case a bunch of people do it,
4.
everybody comes back from, I guess, a scouting mission, or great. Now I'm a popsicle. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I have an air freshener in here and it just sprayed. Like those automatic ones, they go. It did that like right after I went. It scared the crud out of me, guys. Also, don't forget, of course, while we have a chance, everybody also always wants to, because my daughter was saying it, you gotta find that subscribe button and click it. And she said, of course, you gotta ring that bell. But at the end of every video, we do try to put a little picture of us up there. You can easily just click that to subscribe without having to look for any button. And we're also going to have links of videos down there. All sorts of different stuff. We got settlement builds. We open Pokemon booster packs. We open every time we get a view, so many view goals over the channel. We do that. And these videos will go into their own playlist also. So that way they'll also be labeled part 1, 2, whatever. That way That way we'll do the whole idea of if someone can go watch them in order. But at the same time, we'll share them as they come out so we can do that.
At least we still have the backup.
Makes you wonder how old that guy is. Because I know at some point you figure all that out, but just when you play the game you have to wonder. He took him when he's frozen, and you wake up years later. Now, I do know later on if we start cutting stuff out, it may just be like what we deem to be boring. Now, my wife did say that there are certain things that I should do, like if I'm going to build a settlement, I should make the video while I'm building it, put them together, because people do like to watch people do that. I usually just go back and show videos of what it looks like when I'm done, but that would be a better idea too, would be to make a video of me building everything, and then the final result of it. But, I mean, at the same time, like I said, if it does seem to jump, sometimes that's what we're doing is, like if we're walking...
A release. Come on, come on, come on.
Open the door.
Oh, God.
If we're walking for a lot of period of time and there's nothing happening, we don't get attacked, we don't have to fight nothing, we'll edit that part out so you don't have to worry about watching. It's just look at trees. But, I mean, of course, if something does happen, we may just kind of fade out to where it's like, oh, hey, we were walking along, and boom, a bunch of wolves, dogs, a robot. And especially every now and then, if we do, you know, die, we may throw that in or just be like, oh, yeah, cool. Oh, man. Of course, you can open your husband's, but you can't open any other pods.
Why would
Go figure.
do this?
Isn't that just fantastic? Main release override, huh? What do we got? Cryogenic array offline. Premature termination. Oh, man. Life support offline. Premature termination. Resulting in system failure. Well, oh, man, look at all these people. Mrs. Callahan. Mrs. Abel. Nate and Sean. Unknown. Pod door manually override engaged. Claire. Unknown. Remote override engaged. Are you sure? I mean, yeah, I can see that. Mr. Russell. Deceased. Asphyxiation due to life support. Oh, man. Alright. Yes, like I said, we just kind of jumped because we were just literally just standing there for a little bit and just kind of... I was checking the settings. I thought I put in survival. But later on I realized I didn't because I'm a dummy. But I thought that's what I was doing. So I literally edited out the fact of us going through the settings and changing it. I didn't think you really wanted to worry about it. Another room full of pods. Giant tanks of blue eye gas to do that. Oh. Man, you would think, conveniently, we can't open them up. What's wrong? Are you sure? Check the computers. What's going on? Same options. Offline. Premature termination. What do you mean? Mrs. Whitfield. Mr. Whitfield. Deceased. Asphyxiation. I don't know if maybe they just figured that would be the most common cause of death in this situation, asphyxiation due to life support failure, or if it was just lack of, I guess, imagination. No, they all just died this way. Gotta get all that frozen crap out of my lungs. Oh look, a giant freaking cockroach. Tables, chairs. This looks more like real life stuff. Let's take it. I should need this. You never know what the world's gonna look like. Security instructions. Confidential. Vault was designed to test the long-term effects of spinning animation on unaware human subjects. What? Oh, yeah, they're responsible for maintaining installation integrity and monitoring their staff. Not allowed to deviate from plan. I think they all are going to say that. Staff duties. All clear. What? It's classified as a short-term assignment. Non-residential personnel required to carry out research duties and basic maintenance of the vault while awaiting the all clear. They just gonna leave us here? Bunch of bums. That dude looks like he's strangling a rat roach. So you just run around. I'm just gonna pick up stuff. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. You know what? I need a moment. I just need to figure out what's going on. The whole world went to crap. Everyone's dead. What am I doing with my life? I have to find my baby. What about those giant cockroaches I saw? What's going on? What else is there that's gigantic? Toast? There's leaking some kind of weird liquid. Ah, there's one right there. The reason I didn't think it really, like I said, would matter on survival is because I just ran up and just knocked the crap out of it. I should have realized that experience right there wasn't survival, but at the same time,
roaches? What the hell?
I did just knock the crap out of it. I agree with her. Giant roaches. And for anyone who hasn't gotten the trophy for playing a game, this is the easiest holotape game to find. You literally can just go over here and play it, and then or eject it and play it on your Pip-Boy later. But I believe it makes me think of Donkey Kong, except it's the Red Menace, so that's supposed to be a commie. Yeah, those darn Chinese people. And of course you gotta run. I'm apparently not very good at going against the commies. Even though I played the Operation Anchorage thing on Fallout 3. Because we all know when you die, you spin around in circles and then go bloop. I'm a giant octopus and I throw missiles at people. Ha 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 ha. And I spit out weird, who knows what the heck that is. Oh man. It's crazy. And I know you can pick up power armor, but I have no idea what that's good for. Makes you think of the hammer, but with the hammer you can smash stuff. What am I doing? I've been frozen so long I don't even remember how to use a computer. Yeah, jump over that barrel. Yeah, jump over that barrel. Or, I don't even know what it is. Yeah. Quit throwing stuff so I can get out of here. Yeah. I mean, I wish I could just... Oh, I jumped backwards. I guess that's what killed me. Oh, high score, man. I bet you there's people that made a lot more than that. Just gonna take this with me and keep it in my pocket. Oh, look, a sink. A stove. An automatic egg beater. That's what I've always wanted. Well, really, it's a mixer, but still. It'd be nice if I could find a weapon. A stick or something. Take a chair. I don't know. For me, I would probably either try to take... Those beds don't look like they have wooden legs, so you can't break them, but take a chair with you or something. Pick up one of those crates and throw it at a roach. Be like, hey, how's it going? See, yeah, plus you don't got like a knife or anything, so you gotta think, how do you get this roach meat off this roach? You're just ripping off its thorax and just being like, rah! I guess when you punch it, you are splatting it. Ooh, man. He almost hit me. Somebody survived. No, I lied.
Where is everyone?
Great.
Is this all that's left?
They're all dead. That's what I've always wanted. Press R1 for a power attack. Well, let me just think of that in the back of my head. Let me press R1. Oh, see, he did hit me. So I'd have taken off like a chunk of my health. But I could have used that water fountain and healed. In all retrospect and helpfulness. Stimpaks. Yeah. Another dead person.
Is anyone alive? Did anyone get out?
Alright, I have a gun. I don't think she had any formal training. And to prove that, I missed almost every shot I'm about to take in a minute. And it is horrible. You can tell the agility and all the finesse and all that stuff is just ugh. The cryolator. I've dreamed to make cryogenic freezing available in a portable, on-demand form. Because that's what you need. Make human popsicles anywhere you go. These are all the same options. Ooh, Overseer's Log. October 23rd. So see, it was pretty close. So that gives you more in-depth. It's kind of close to what time it was. October 23rd, 2077. The personal evacuation tunnel is now open. Get the heck out of here. Really, it just says please maintain it, but... Oh, see, he gets a bedroom. Everybody else had to share it. No, the overseer, of course. Gotta take care of that guy. Smoking some of those cigarettes in a place where there's not much air. Drink from that sink. Yay, bullets. Because it looks like the security office was in his office.
Nice. Coming back later for you.
I've gotten it in a regular playthrough, and I've never used it. I just put it up. I don't know if it's just not my thing. Alright, yeah, I got this. We got a gun. We're in a sealed vault. What could happen if we shoot? Miss. What? I'm bad at this. Just die already. It's a whole freaking clip. Like I said, I do apologize for not actually already having it in there, but yeah, it seems about more realistic of probably what someone would be going through. First time seeing giant roaches and a gun and panicking and just shooting at everything. Wasting most of your bullets. Or they're hitting a wall and bouncing around. And then you gotta think, you just pretty much gotta slap yourself in the face and be like, alright, you need to get a level head about yourself. You need to figure out what's going on. You need to take care of this. Sneak attack, fire one shot. Reload.
Am I the only one left?
You keep saying that, it's just getting more depressing. Everybody went that way first. Oh yeah. Can't even put the tools up. Ta-da! I mean, it's kind of a small vault, but to be fair. Yeah, pistol whip. And they weren't really use it for that.
Pip-Boy interface required to activate vault door cycling sequence.
Don't sass me.
Have a nice day.
Look here, computer. I really don't feel like touching the skeleton. Everything kind of rotted away. That means it's gotta smell like death. Oh, the roaches probably ate everything. Freaking pest. Even in the end of the world, they're just like, we survived the nuclear fallout. Now we're gigantic. We're like dogs. Loading. Loading. Hi, let me check your vitals. Oh, you're good. Oh, here you go. You got crap armor and you got a pistol. Congratulations. You got 2 wedding rings. Yay. Some glasses. Extra perception? Be my guest. Yeah, see, some of this stuff. The Lone Wanderer definitely would be good because if you're by yourself, hey, you get to carry extra weight, and that would definitely be an extra bonus. I know if you go all the way through, you get to do a little extra damage, carry more, you'll take less damage, and then in the end, you get extra action points. And of course, you know, because the first command you meet is dog meat. But you got also makes me wonder though, if you're gonna use companions for their perks, you might want to put a couple, maybe 1 or 2 points into the companion one that lets it where you know you can't hurt, you do less damage to them, and it's where they can carry more weight. But hey, I mean it's whatevs. I love how the awesome music they like to play whenever something special happens. Well, this is pretty much getting to the end of this video, guys. This was the first playthrough on, I know it says survival. I know, I apologize, but I do promise you when we get out there, we do change it, and we get our butts kicked by all sorts of dumb stuff. Like I said, I got killed by a blowfly. A freaking mosquito that barely is anything. There's a few times I'm just wanting to pull the who knows what, smack something. But like I said, so definitely hit the subscribe, hit the bell so you know when the next time we post these is, and always, of course, we have all sorts of other videos you can watch. We're going to have links down at the bottom left and right. So of course, don't forget to drop us a like, leave us a comment, and let us know if there's something specific you want to see in the future videos. And always, of course, thanks guys. Bye.